through the valley of the shadow of hell, you will realize that there is something ahead. Something that lurks behind the dark veil. A veil that is beyond our own comprehension. Beyond the void.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to
Beyond the Void Horror Podcast.
That's right, we're back, and it's a very, very special episode. As you might have heard, Patrick's with us again for another week, or, well, at least one part, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be here for the part one, or?
Yeah, You know
Okay.
what? Actually, it's kind of raining outside right now.
So you don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're in monsoon season. Whee! It rains in Arizona, everybody, and it also snows.
Yeah.
Fun facts.
A little bit.
Do-do-do, the more you know.
Now you know.
But yeah, we got a really great episode planned for you. We're just kind of winging it a little bit to take it back to the roots of what the very first episode almost was like, but with a little bit more organization, I guess.
A little panav.
Yeah, we didn't really plan this out heavily, but it is 1 year of BTV now.
Yep.
So this episode marks an entire year for the BTVcast. So I am fucking blown away that we've made it this far, Patrick.
Right. Dude.
Like, how crazy, how many hours. I was going to add up all the hours that we did, but let's just put it this way. We have about 62, 63 episodes.
And give or take about 2 to 3 hours of recording.
Yeah. So you can do the math. It's about 120 hours.
Yeah.
And that's not including any of the reviews, research, editing. That's just
the actual time it took us to watch the movies.
There's sometimes, just think about this for a second. We do an hour and a half, 2 hours of a show. And sometimes, and I'm sure some editing asshole out there is probably going to make fun of me, but there is sometimes where it takes 12, 14 hours.
Yeah.
If it's a 3-hour episode, holy shit, I had to trim down 5 hours then.
I think one of our best episodes, and probably one that we really had to prep for, was our Friday the 13th. The biggest episode we probably ever done.
Dude, that pushed us to the limits of our friendship of the podcast.
Right.
It really did. But it kind of came together at the last minute. I was going nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Because I had to not only edit the podcast, I had to edit in a 2-hour interview.
Yeah.
With Wes Keltner from Friday the 13th video game. If you guys haven't heard that, you can check it out. We have it on one of the episodes there. I think it is the 13th episode. It's Friday the 13th episode.
Yep.
That was the clever title that we came
Well, it was the 13th episode.
And it just happened that way. We were planning, we're like, oh, who should we get on? Oh, we'll see if we can ask that Wes Keltner guy. Okay. And then we did, and then we were like, holy shit, it's the 13th episode.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And
Didn't it something weird, it landed on the 13th?
Did we plan on doing Friday the 13th out of the blue too? Was it
Yeah, I think we didn't even, we were just going to do that.
Fuck. Yeah, there's a lot of weird coincidences, guys, that have happened behind the scenes here that I'm always like, how did that happen?
The stars just aligned.
Right, we did the Pontypool episode where we did Thriller Killer, and I think the same day that we were recording was literally the same time that I recorded talking about Pontypool in another podcast years before.
Oh, yeah.
It happened to be the same fucking day.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's freaky shit.
Then I think there was a bunch of times where we would pick a movie just randomly, and then all of a sudden we'd be like, oh shit, it's the anniversary today.
Right.
For the fucking episode. We didn't even plan for this. What the fuck? We should have planned for this.
Right.
But anyway, it's our year celebration. I'm not even sure what the fuck we're going to call this yet. Do you want to brainstorm real quick?
Sure. Well, let's do this. What do we think? Well, we were talking about 90 phrases, right?
BTV 1 year of horror, something like that.
Right. Maybe something just plain Jane, straight to the point kind of thing.
1 year of idiots talking. 1 year of mindless bullshit and dick jokes.
Could we call it Idiocracy without getting any kind of like copyright bullshit?
Oh, wait, maybe we could just call it 1 year long dick joke. Like, it totally makes sense. Well, what did you say?
Instead of like the Trail of Tears, the Trail of Dicks and shit.
Oh my God. We had to squeeze one in there for the anniversary. That's my fault. I blame me. What else? What other names can we come up with? This is how we do it, folks. If I keep this in, I don't know if I will.
Yeah.
If it's funny enough, maybe.
Maybe. It probably won't be. Nah.
Alex is a god.
There we go.
That's a good one.
There we go.
Because that's how I usually feel.
You know.
Typically, I try to tyrannically... I'm a tyranny. I try to whip people into shape, punish them.
What was that Chinese war guy? Or not war god, war general?
I'm a dictator.
Oh, Genghis Khan. Yeah, there we go. Alex is a regular Genghis Khan.
No. Idiots and dick jokes. 1 year of BTV. How about we just call it 1 year of BTV?
There we go.
So, our episode will be called 1 year of BTV. Milestone. So, yes, congratulations. Seriously, man. Woo! Thank you so much for being a part of the show. It really means a lot to me that you actually came here for this episode through literally monsoon rain. I don't know about sleep, but there might have been hail.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, his car broke down almost on the way here. Like, broke it down right as he was turning into my neighborhood.
Yeah, pretty much. Power steering went out.
Yeah.
Fucking.
And through all of that, he still made it. So thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Seriously, it wouldn't have been the same without you.
You know who I'm missing though. We're missing somebody here.
Hey, we invited him.
I know.
We invited him.
Sadly, guys, Mike could not make it tonight.
Yeah.
But I tried to motivate him. I tried to push him through. It wasn't happening.
Well, we wish you would have come, Mike.
Yeah, I miss you, dog. Like I wish I was looking at your dick right now. But,
or at least have him puke for the anniversary.
Right. Maybe just send us like a Ziploc baggie of your puke. I don't know.
But yeah, so we're going to try to do it the best way we can. We got a lot of little things planned for you. I got a story to update you guys a little bit about iTunes here. We're also going to be talking about some 90s shit. We're going to do all kinds of stuff for the aftershots, because we're going to do an aftershots this week for Monday, just to kind of celebrate BTV, and we're going to get drunk while we do it, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm already halfway. I haven't ate anything today, so I'm like, I'm there.
Well, then I think it might be that time.
Oh, shit.
Horshot! All right, guys, so we are back for the Horror Shot segment, and it is going to be a very special shot because we are doing it in celebration of 1 year, and we're also doing 90s theme this month.
Wait, I thought it was special because I was going to pour it off the tip of my dick.
Yeah, no.
That's not why it's special?
Not at all. That's disgusting.
You didn't say so.
But off the tip of something else's dick, 90s, we're going to be pouring it off of. So basically, guys, this whole month we're going to be picking movies that are going to be dedicated to the 90s, and we're going to try to have topics that revolve around the 90s, tropes, things like that. And so what we decided to do is said, when making a podcast, it takes a lot of sweat, tears, happiness, drinks, and many other things that you probably don't want to know about.
Maybe some fecal matter.
Yes. But, so what we're going to do is we got a bunch of stuff from the 90s that was very popular in the 90s. We tried to get more, but it was kind of hard. So I'll try to do better for the next shot or whatever. But we'll be drinking like Snapple. We'll be drinking like Jones Soda, maybe some Surge, Zima, like all kinds of shit. So in this drink, we are putting the 90s in one cup. It's going to be good and bad. It's probably going to be bad altogether. So what we're going to do is we got Mickey's. We put a little bit in a cup, mixed it up. We put a shot of Smirnoff. We put a shot or a little bit of a blue berry lemonade Jones soda. One of the most popular Snapple drinks, by the way, which was big in the 90s as well.
Kiwi strawberry, of course.
Kiwi strawberry, of course.
We cannot find Fruitopia. It is one of the things that I wanted to give for this 90s thing, but Fruitopia is non-existent.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. That and Josta and everything else.
Yeah. Josta was like the kind of like the wean you off the fucking, what was the other soda?
What?
Jolt.
Yeah, well, they still have Jolt. But it's in like a can form. I posted this on my personal page.
Are you sure it's not the energy drinks they've been doing lately? Or is it actual Jolt soda?
It is Jolt soda.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, I gotta get some of that.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just all the different flavors, and they probably amped it up a little bit more.
Right.
They probably jam-packed it full of caffeine, so your little child's heart will explode. But we didn't have that for this one. So again, guys, grab a Mickey's 40, or one of the grenades. Jones Soda, Berry Lemonade. We got Smirnoff, Snapple Kiwi, and the last ingredient, this trifling drink, is Smirnoff Ice, which was very popular in the 90s as well.
And if possible, you want to make it a little bit more 90s, if you can get anything with a flannel patterned on your cup, that will be the topper.
Yo, dog. You ready to drink?
Dude, let's dip.
Hold on. So, all right, Patrick, are you ready to take our shots?
Dude, pour me a glass of that shit. To the brim.
Cheers to 1 year, brother.
Oh, look, I'm spilling.
Cheers. Oh my God, that's not so bad.
No, not really.
It's really not bad.
Not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
Hey, it tasted like what does that taste? It's like Gatorade and a little bit of Sprite or something.
That was really not that bad.
No, I thought it was gonna be worse. It smelled like gasoline.
But yeah, that wasn't too bad. I'm actually kind of happy that we did that. It was not so bad. I thought it was going to be... I could taste the Mickeys. That's the funk.
Yeah.
But it was not bad, guys. If you want to take a BTV anniversary shot, the coolest video, I'll send you out something. I don't care. Like, it's our anniversary, so I got to do something nice. So if you hear this and you actually make a video of you taking the ingredients that we did, just listen to it. Go to our Horror Shots page. You can find the link below. Check it out. See what you think. Take it. Say whatever.
And if it's interesting enough, I'll throw in on that too.
There you go. You hear that? You heard it from him.
It better be interesting then.
A happy anniversary!
Happy.
All right, guys, that's it for Horror Shots. So, Patrick, do you notice a smell in the air? Yo, dog.
Word up.
Do you smell something funky from the 90s in here?
Yeah, dude, what is that?
It's the fucking news! Here is the fucking news!
All right, guys, so we are back for the news. We got a few things here for you today. There's been a couple of things that came out this week and today. One of those news things, it's Eli Roth has just released the trailer for his new Death Wish remake to some positive and not so positive response. What did you think of the trailer?
I never saw the original, guys, but I would like to watch this movie.
Right.
It looked pretty good.
Well, there's a lot of people online, and I'm not going to get political about it, but there are some people online that are saying some weird things. First of all, Eli Roth isn't very sensitive.
Right.
He's not PC culture necessarily. Like, if you've ever watched any of his movies, you could pretty much figure that out. Yeah, I think a lot of people are like saying, oh, an angry white guy going out to kill people in the hood. Like, that was like the big thing that I saw on the thing. Like, people were saying, oh, so this is the alt-right movie, I guess. And things like that, and I was like, "Damn, that's harsh."
That is pretty harsh.
Because I don't consider Eli Roth to be that. I don't think that was his intention. I think what he thought in his mind was like, "Dude, we got to have someone really cool.
Right?
Who can we get? Bruce Willis. Let's do Bruce Willis.
Corbin, like fucking
that's
Dallas.
Literally his train of thought. Like, I don't think it went any further than that.
Yep.
I don't know. That's just what I think. But what did you think of the trailer? You really think it's that good? I mean,
I think it's going to be a fun ride.
It didn't wow me.
It didn't wow me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to be a blockbuster, but it does look like a fun ride. It looks like it's going to be entertaining, but I don't think it's going to make movie of the year or anything, but I think you'll get your money's worth.
Right. It's not like Eli Roth is batting a 10 out of 10.
Right.
But I'd be interested to see it. Am I excited to go see it in the theater? Not really.
Yeah.
Like, I'm open to it. I don't hate it.
It depends on what's in the theater at that point.
Right.
I still haven't seen Valerian.
Oh, neither have I, and that bombed.
Yeah, I heard it bombed big time.
They spent like $218 million on that movie.
I think I'm going to wait for it to come out on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to fucking buy The Fifth Element, and I'm just going to do like, Well,
they're probably going to give away his entire catalog of movies with it, just to make sure people buy it.
You think?
I don't know.
It to me, it didn't look like it was going to be that bad. But I'm surprised it's flopping as bad as it is, dude. It's kind of disheartening.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, if you want to check that out, the trailer is the link below. See what you guys think. Be curious to hear what you think about that. There is some other news that we want to talk about. You might have heard us talk about Hellboy. And I switched mics, by the way, guys. So if you're wondering why I might sound a little different, just bear with me. We're having issues. But there is a Hellboy movie coming out, like a reboot, I guess, of some sort, with a different guy as Hellboy than Ron Perlman. And that was big news. A lot of people were pretty upset about that. A lot of the fans of the movie. I was one of them. You know,
me too.
Wasn't one of my favorite franchises necessarily as movies, but there was something really nice and I liked it. Guillermo del Toro is one of his favorite things.
Right, and Ron Perlman pretty much embodied the spirit of Hellboy.
I mean, it seemed like, and someone said it to me before, and they were like, it just seems like he was made for the role. Like he was born to play that role. Mm-hmm. So him, like, losing that spot is kind of like, what?
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be really weird. I think it's one of those things. It's kind of like, when they do this reboot, it's going to be like almost like seeing a comedian that you see all the time that's really funny, all of a sudden act really serious.
Yeah.
Like watching Tom Green try to be serious.
Yeah.
Or trying to watch Jim Carrey trying to be serious. It took people a while. Like it didn't, blow up overnight.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to happen. But the reason I'm bringing this up, guys, is that in the news, we're in Twitter news, I guess. Ron Perlman was hit up by a fan, and he said, "Hi, Ron. Will you get a cameo in the new Hellboy movie? It won't be the same without you in it." And Ron Perlman said, "When Hellboy freezes over," which is quirky and fun. But you didn't like that.
No, I thought it was a little cheesy. But hey, it's Ron Perlman. He can say where the fuck he wants to say.
He's trying to be fun about it without having to, like, step over people. Yeah.
Without being a serious
He's not trying to be disrespectful. Right. But I don't blame him. And one of our buddies, I don't know if I should say his name, but our buddy John Hale was like, if someone asked me to be a cameo in the next reboot, I'd be like, go fuck yourself.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
But I thought it was kind of interesting to mention. There's a lot of really good people that are attached to the reboot, so I really feel like it's just going to feel out of place.
It probably will.
That actor's got to be really nervous right now.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's like, I'm sure that's how they felt when they, like, tried to bring a new Batman in. You're like, how are you going to fill in for Michael Keaton?
Well, we in the same respect, speaking of Batman, when they were like, the new Joker, everybody was like, what? He's going to play the fucking Joker? Oh, great. 10 things. I can't hardly wait.
Knight's Tale.
Like fuck. So maybe
it could be that situation.
Maybe he's got the goods, guys. We don't know. What do you guys think? Also, in the news, there is original Scary Stories, the kids' books, basically, that are just these tales of stories with all these beautiful pictures coming out again. Apparently, back in 2011, they tried to re-release it, and it failed miserably because, guess what? They took the fucking pictures out of the fucking book.
Right, which is pretty much the best part of the book.
Yeah, a lot of people were calling it blasphemous.
Oh, yeah,
they were very upset about it, and rightfully so.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Like, why would you take one of the most interesting parts of... It's like, well, you don't need this chapter.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know that's your favorite chapter, but it's got to go.
It's like giving you a Big Mac without the center bun.
Right. And it makes me wonder if, like, maybe they were getting, like, some sort of pushback from the artist, and maybe they didn't want to pay him what they should have.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they didn't think... So he was like, fuck you, you're not keeping my artwork. But now it's, like, back in. So, and guess how much this is coming out for, guys? $12 for all 3 books in the collection.
Love it.
Insanely cheap.
Oh, yeah.
That's insanely cheap. It's not the hardback, beautiful books, but it's just nice to have.
Yeah.
It's called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark by Alvin Schwartz, and the drawings by Stephen Gamble are going to be in there, guys, so you want to keep an eye out for that. Also in the news, Charles Manson has a change.org petition to get him the health and care that he needs, I guess, in prison. Apparently, there's a human rights group that is trying to say that I'll read it for you. It has once again become apparent that there is a scandalous lack of administrative oversight at California State Prison Corcoran with regards to the daily care, well-being, and medical treatment of Charles Manson. The application of rules and regulations in a torturous and punitive manner against Mr. Manson has been a continuing issue at CSP Corcoran, now illustrated dramatically by the hours-long use of the 8-point strap restraint tie-down on the 82-year-old Manson during his most recent medical procedure. Regulations in place for the CDCR are prohibited by law from being applied in a corrupt and punitive fashion by any staff or administration personnel, who, after all, are paid and supported by our own tax dollars. The public and worldwide media are hereby notified once again that certain CSP staff are hiding behind a false, quote-unquote, good guy mask in order to illegally punish and harass Mr. Manson. It goes on to say, I kind of want to read this to you guys so that you can kind of draw your own opinion. It says, friends and supporters of Charles Manson, both international and American, are now demanding that his discriminatory treatment be halted immediately in order to avoid another federal oversight panel investigation which consequently revokes CSP's Corcoran's prison hospital license due to multiple lapses in effective patient care the last time it convened. CSP administration must immediately stop all harassment and discrimination against Mr. Manson and cease all callous indifference towards his treatment, rights, and requirements. So essentially, there's a petition out to treat Manson a little bit better. How you feel about that?
Honestly, I don't give 2 shits. I mean, I think he's lucky even just to be alive.
Right. I don't know. I think it's a dark door to open if you allow it.
Yeah.
I think it's a dark door because you just don't know. There's so many people in prison right now for stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like stupid shit.
I totally agree with you on that front, but as far as Manson's concern goes, I give 2 shits about him.
Right. And I totally understand. Like, I'm sure that the majority of people are like, whatever, fuck him.
Right.
But in the same respect, it's like there is a human decency law that you should treat people a certain way. Is it fucking steak, caviar, wine, champagne? No.
Right.
I'm just saying that, maybe just for the sake of people who might be in prison who are innocent, even though they've been proven, there's people that are getting out of prison all the time.
I can see the part for the greater good, yes.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you open that door, you leave it open to everyone.
Right.
If you don't acknowledge it in some way. And I'm not trying to be like, whatever politically, but, something to think about. What do you guys think about that? Like, are you going to sign the petition? I'll include the link to the petition below, so if you do want to sign it, you can. What are your thoughts on it? Do you care? Do you not care? Does it matter? Is it a door that we shouldn't open? Or fuck them? Like, I don't know. What do you think? Also in the news, there's a casting call for American Horror Story Cult, and one lucky winner will not only get to be in the cast. It says here, it seems that American Horror Story Cult is still filming. So in addition to signed scripts, posters, you can win a walk-on role in the show and even a lunch date with Evan Peters. Dildo hands from the Freak Show episode? Freak Show one?
I still haven't.
Oh, you didn't see Flipper Fuck hands?
No. I did hear that.
Philly Flipper Fuck fans? God, that was ridiculous.
I did hear that Freak Show is definitely probably the one that you want to skip past if you're going to watch this series.
Yeah, I mean, Flipper Fuck hands, Evan Peters. That's what he's always going to be known for, When he's waving at somebody, he's going to be like, that guy fucked someone's pussy with their hand. With his hand. Like, seriously, when he waves, you're going to be like, dildo hand. Dildo hand.
Well, I'm not going to watch that season now.
I don't know. I'm not really enthused about the new season of American Horror Story, and I totally respect if you do like it. It's just personally for me, it's kind of gone downhill quite a bit. Freak Show was like the first sign of it. The hotel one was okay, and the Roanoke I just want to take a giant shit. I want to buy like the film that it was made on and take a dump on it. And then send it back to them, and then have them send it back to me, and then shit on it again, and piss on it, and throw it at their family. Like, I really it was horrible.
Was that the one that I heard? Someone told me that the last season of American Horror Story was more like a CSI.
It's like they tried to pretend that they were doing like a Blair Witch sort of thing.
Right.
So it was like a reality TV show where these people were getting... It was like they were doing an interview with these people, reenactors. Like they were reenacting the stories, but the real people were telling it. So they were showing... The parts that you were seeing were reenactments of the story.
Huh.
And the people who were actually telling the story, it just felt very fake and synthetic.
Yeah, it's a little stank dick right there.
Yeah,
you smell that? It's stank dick right there.
And I know a lot of people, like one of my friends was like, dude, keep politics out of fucking horror, please. Like,
right.
in that sense, like, that blatant.
Right.
Like, so I can kind of see that, but in the same respect, it is like a very political climate right now.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense that this would kind of like boil up on the skin and burst onto people's faces and backs.
It's almost like I don't mean to down Manson at all. I'm sorry, Manson. I did love you. Marilyn, yes. But it's kind of like his whole thing where it's like, oh no, it was all a plan.
Right.
You see, like these are different stages that I'm doing, and it's all part of my greater plan.
Yeah, no, it's not part of his plan. He's just reaching.
Right. You're just jerking off on everybody's
Guys,
face.
I've cooked the pasta. I'm trying to make it stick to the wall. Just hang on. Hang on, the pasta's done, I think. I'm not sure yet. Just tell me if it is good or not, and then I'll tell you if I mean it or not. Like, what? No, just cook the fucking pasta, dude. Don't fucking try to get all fucking...
Stop throwing against the wall.
Anyway, I don't know where I'm at. I'm kind of a little buzzed. But I think that's it for the news. All right, guys, so what we're going to do now, we're going to jump into our after shots of our 1-year anniversary BTV. That's right. So we're going to go ahead and do that right
Now!
We're back for 1 year of BTV, where we're going to talk about all our favorite things that we've had, all the stressful times that we've had. We're going to try to reveal a little too much and keep it light, keep it fun. And I also want to kick this off with something that me and Patrick always have a little ritual to do. He's not going to do it with you.
No, I'm going to do it. Give it to me.
Oh, you're going to do it for the anniversary? How nice of you.
For the anniversary, you know, because you got to tough shit out. When shit gets tough... You just fucking put your head up and you fucking muscle through that shit.
Right. And when you hit traffic, you just come over anyway.
Shit. Are you leaving this in?
They don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, my friend. One of my best friends.
2 a year, man.
2 a year.
Thank you, brother, for being there.
Oh yeah. Sam Book.
All right, guys. So, oof. Boy, it gets you in the gooch.
It gets you in the feelers there.
Yeah, your taint. Ooh, man, that Sambuca. Yeah, seriously, like my nipples are hard, man. They're cutting glass.
Yeah, mine too.
That's a 90s reference right there. But, guys, I wanted to tell you something about what's going on with the iTunes situation. I have literally spent 2 weeks of going back and forth with iTunes. And to give you guys kind of an idea of the wonderful world of iTunes, this is how a conversation goes. Hey guys, I'm writing you because our podcast got taken down some time ago, and I want to make sure that we do everything right. This is what, and they send me a list. Here's all the things you can't do. Fix those and come back to us. It's like, okay, yeah, no, I understand that, but I'm a little unclear on some of the rules that you made because some of the other people online break those rules, and I don't understand. Am I supposed to put asterisks over the word fuck? Or just, because you told me I can't self-censor, but I see other people online and I see all your bands using asterisks.
Right.
It's like, So what if you pay? Then you don't have to worry about cuss words. So your walled-in garden of like Disneyland and Christianity or whatever the fuck that is that you're trying to preach here to me, it's okay as long as you're paying.
Right.
So I was like asking them, and then they would be like, here's the list of things that you should follow. And then they would highlight it and bold it and then send it back to me. And then I'd be like, okay, I get that. But
like you're slow or something?
Can you maybe, yeah, like I'm slow. I'm like, can you maybe point out to where you're doing it? Because I've gone through all the episodes to find any cuss words and anything. And maybe I'm missing it and you could find it faster than me.
Right.
And maybe give me a little bit of a hand instead of me having to spend 3 hours reading every single one of my episodes, word for word.
Right.
Like... I had to remove the word zombie ass toilet of the dead. I had to remove the word ass.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I said there was like a shot that we took for the thing. We were like, well, fuck you too. And I put like an at symbol and like an and symbol. And I was like, and I put a K. So it was like F, at, you know. And then it just didn't. And they were like, you got to remove that. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm going to, from now on, guys. After all this hassle, I just resubmitted it so that you guys on iTunes can listen to this. And I'm sure we're going to lose all of our reviews and all of our ratings. So I ask you, please, if you listen to us, I don't care if you use iTunes or not, sign up, give us a rating. I don't care if it's like a shitty rating, just something.
Yeah, give us a little virtual stroke.
If we get like 10, I think it is, 10 or 20 ratings, then it puts us up in a higher bracket.
Okay.
And people can actually listen. So if you want to help us out, that would really be awesome. But fingers crossed, I put it through again, checking all the like foul language and everything. From here on out on SoundCloud, the host site for where all these podcasts come from, I'm going to say, hey, if you're interested in the information on what this podcast is about, here's a link. That's it.
Right.
On every fucking episode, because I'm not going to fuck with that shit ever again. Yeah. And I should have been doing that from the beginning, but I'm like long-winded.
Right.
Go figure. I do a podcast. You know, that's what podcasters do. They're long-winded motherfuckers. Anyway, but that's a little bit of what's going on with the iTunes thing. Hopefully it will be up here by the time this is up, but probably not.
I hope they don't get us with all their fuckery.
Oh, yeah, they're tomfuckery. Anyway, so me and Patrick were kind of discussing like what the 90s was, because this week, actually, we're going to be doing 2 movies of robots on Thursday. So it's going to be Hardware, and we're going to be doing Class of 1999, both movies from 1990, by the way, and they are delicious. But we were, since it's like 90s theme this whole month that we're going to be doing for you guys, we thought, oh, well, wouldn't it be fun if we like looked up what words were used during the 90s, like what slang words.
That would be dope, right?
Yeah, totally. That's what's up, my dog.
Right. It's fucking fly.
Sup, bro? Anyway, so we we looked up a bunch of these slang terms, and maybe it'll help you run down memory lane, or just make you look at us and go, they're old as fuck.
Right.
One of the two. I mean, it's cool either way, but maybe you'll learn, maybe you young whippersnappers are going to learn a lesson.
You know what's scary is some of these words on here that I've been looking through, it's like, I still say that.
Yo.
I still say that.
So here's one, guys. Let's dip, bro.
Right.
Let's dip.
Let's dip. You know, when I dip,
let's bounce.
We dip, right?
Oh, my God. My God, dude. Aight. It's cool.
What about all that?
What?
It's all that.
I don't know about that one.
It's all that in a bag of chips.
Oh, all that in a bag of chips, yes.
Well, there's all that, and then there's all...
And then it's like,
the longer version.
Aight.
As if.
Yeah. Cool Beans.
Cool Beans, good one.
They didn't add that in this list. I just knew that one.
Yeah. It said... Well, there was. It just said beans. It didn't say
just
nothing about
beans.
Cool Beans.
The Bomb. Yo, that shit's the bomb.
Oh, we used to say the bomb.
Well, they added a DA to it instead, so it's da bomb now. So they still kind of, it's still kind of on
No,
the
it
cusp.
was da bomb back then, but in here they put the bomb. It was like, no. It's da bomb.
So guys, to give you guys an idea, and I'll give you this list so that you can check it out for yourself, but there is words in here that are like, yo, and then underneath it, it's like, hello. Like some fucking layman's asshole. Booyah. That's one.
Oh, man. Biatch.
Yeah, biatch.
No, biatch.
Here's one. Chick flick, apparently, is from the 90s.
Hey, I believe it.
And here's the description. Any movie that has the none of the following: graphic violence, full frontal female nudity necessarily, a high-speed chase, or sight gags, essentially movies that stereotypically apply only to women, such as The English Patient. That's funny that they actually picked a movie.
They like single out a movie.
Yeah, like, fuck you. Don't go there. That's one. Oh, don't go there. These are going to stick in my head now, Patrick.
Right. We're going to be talking like in the 90s.
Yeah,
for
dude.
couple
Like,
months.
well, I have been. I'm probably still talking in the 90s.
Me too.
There's some words in here I was like, oh, damn. I
still
am
say
old.
chill out. I still say I'm chilling.
You say scrub.
I never say scrub,
Do
actually.
you say scrub?
No.
We say dude.
I say dude a lot. I love dude. I love
Dude.
dog. Like, I think Vash is the one that got me infected with saying dog all the time. So,
This is something you pointed out. They have two references for dude. There's dude
and then there's
as the
dude.
noun. Yeah, it's dude is the noun, and I'll read it for you. It says used for male or female. And then it says dude used at the beginning of an exclamation or a question, i.e., dude, look at that guy, or dude, have you seen my bag? Can be used for male or female. It's so funny, like how like serious it is. FYI,
Yeah.
that was like one of the first acronym sort of words. It's not an acronym because it doesn't really. It's not FYI.
Oh, here's one I used to say a lot. Dope. That's dope.
Yo, that's dope.
I think I almost still use that.
Yo, that's dope.
That's dope, though, right?
Get a room? Really? All right, here's one that's really bad. Getting jiggy. Can mean either dancing or putting the move on a member of the opposite sex. Popularized by the Will Smith song Getting Jiggy With It.
Here's one.
This is Casey Kasem with the Top 20 Countdown.
You sounded just like that motherfucker. Here's a small one, but like was thrown around like fucking no other.
Yeah, I cut them out of all of our shit.
Yeah, dude. I what?
I literally said like 5 times. Like, no joke. Like
really.
It was really.
And what was she like?
It was really, I liked it.
And then I was all like, and then she was like, and then we were all like,
Right.
well, here's one. Fly. That's fly, dog.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that one. It's cached for all you podheads out there.
I'm
You still use that. Let's see here. Jack you up.
I'm gonna jack you up, boy.
It says to beat the crap out of someone, i.e., I'm gonna jack you up.
See, but and then you see someone here that are like have been saying since like maybe the 60s, like fucking what's it? Get a room. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, yeah, but that was a popularized term in the 90s. I don't doubt that. Let's see here. What's another one here? My bad means explanation.
Here's
My
a
mistake.
good one. Here is like one that everybody used. Hella.
Not.
Hella, dude.
Not. That's another one.
Yeah, not.
Here's
Oh,
the
my
explanation.
God.
It says adverb, used as a function word to stand for the negative of preceding group of words. Episode 1. The Phantom Menace was great. Not.
I love that they use that for an example.
It says origin stems from the Wayne's World film.
Oh, man. It's go time.
Off the heezy.
It's off these.
Adjective, otherwise known as off the hook.
Oh,
unbelievable or different.
Here's one I remember hearing a lot. Jock. Like, get off my jock, yo.
Oh, God. We'll just name a couple more off. I just think these are fun. Let's see. The shit explanation says, the best or that was the greatest.
Jesus. Mofo.
Snaps.
Mofo was definitely one of those big ones.
To give someone snaps is like to give someone props, which is another 90s word, such as used in the Clueless movie. I had to give D snaps for courageous fashion efforts.
Oh, shit, dog. That shit is OG.
That shit's dank. That's another one.
Oh, here's... Oh, my God.
Well, we know where that's from. Doom, 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 doom,
Like
doom,
big
doom, doom.
butts in a Canada.
Oh, God. Do not sing that. All right, we'll give a couple more. Yada, yada, yada. Phrase popularized by the sitcom Seinfeld. Often used to make a long story short, thus leaving out uncomfortable details. Example given, we went to dinner, yada, yada, yada. And then I never saw him again.
Here's two that I still use to this day, and that is punked and props.
Okay.
I mean, those are timeless.
Yeah, props. I mean, I say props.
Right.
There's also sup.
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 That's never gonna go
that
away.
old?
That's a generation. That's gonna be in every generation.
Right. And this one, the last one I have here, hottie. Someone, man or woman, who is very, very attractive.
Oh, yeah.
Example, Natalie Portman is such a hottie.
Here's one. The shit.
The shit.
That was definitely a 90s term. Oh, yeah, that's just the shit, dog.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, so that's enough of that shit.
All right, dude, why don't you step off, dog?
Yeah, dude, we're going to be saying this shit now because we saw it and read it and laughed about it. And it's like when I'm watching those old movies and it just brings it back. Do you notice that a lot of these are based off of, like, pop culture?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So a lot of it is, like, pop influence. Like, it's interesting to know.
Pretty much this whole list, you can watch Clueless, and every one of these lines is going to be in that fucking movie.
Please, no. I mean, it's okay, but I'm not, like, fiending to watch it or anything.
I don't ever think I'd ever see that movie again. Like, I know that movie from not that I said I watched it a bunch.
Let's get off.
Yeah, let's get off this.
I'm clueless to it.
All right, dog.
I'm clueless to the movie.
Yeah.
But no, let's talk about some of our favorite things, like top 3 shots. Like, what do we say the top 3 shots are? We can come up with this together so that we can kind of
well, first
that we've done since we started this, guys.
Let me just tell you the shots that I had together, because I put a list together.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
I did. I put a little list together when you sent me what we wanted to talk about today, and I picked the shots that had fucked me up the worst.
Okay.
I wasn't going to go for the best, tastiest shot.
Which doesn't necessarily mean that the shot was strong. It was just that he decided to drink too much before the shot sometimes.
It could be. But my list, in order...
Well, your favorite horror shots, top 3 are... Well, in order, like bottom to top. Say the best one for last.
The best one for last?
Yeah.
All right, then I'll have to read this backwards. All right, so it would be the gut Krampus.
Yeah.
And then it would be the 13th shot.
Voorhees shot.
Yeah. And the one that fucked me up the most was my birthday episode, the Shibby shot.
Oh, God.
That fucked you up for a month, dude.
Yeah.
Are you still fucked up from it? Or
Yeah,
okay?
I'm taking medication because of it.
Oh, wow.
I don't know I don't know if it was the shot that did it, but it was definitely, it triggered something. It was like, oh, you're old.
Yeah.
Suddenly.
Dude, everybody in the studio that night
we were all fucked up,
kilter.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something wrong with that shot. And you put that as your number 1 favorite shot.
No, like I said before, these aren't the shots that were my favorite. These are the shots that had fucked me up the worst.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are all weird now. Like, I remember Dakota was, like, staring at me like a wild man.
Yeah,
like,
he was fucked.
I didn't know if he was, like wanting to kiss me or kill me. Like, it was just odd. It was, like, really weird. And I don't know him as well as you, so
Right.
But it was like he was on a bad trip. Like, he was like, I'm going to fucking kiss or kill you right now. I was like, please don't.
I'm either going to lick your balls or stab you in the heart,
I
dog.
can't wait to lick your... No, I'm sorry, Dakota. I'm sorry.
We love you, man.
Okay, so my favorites, I definitely think one of the best shots still to this day that I often think about and that I get excited to take for Christmas is the Guten Krampus shot.
Yeah, the Krampus shot. Yeah,
the Krampus shot. That
the
fucking,
gut. I thought it was called the gut.
The gut Krampus.
Right.
But you have to say Guten Natten Schnatz. I can't remember.
Whatever.
It was one of our Christmas episodes.
That fucked me up a lot, but it did taste. It was tasty.
That's one of my favorites. I probably should have gone the other way. I'm gonna go with the other best shot that we did. It's newer, so I feel kind of like wrong for bringing it up. But the one we did this last week, the marshmallow fucking...
Oh, dude, that was tasty.
Yeah, the ectogasm.
Yeah, that was pretty tasty.
That was pretty badass. The other one that I can think of that probably set me sideways, but I still remember, and probably the most fucked up shot we ever did. There was 2. There was like the Chud one where we drank out of the toilet.
Yeah.
With PBR.
Yeah.
And like a bunch of shit. That was really bad. Well, there's 3 that were really bad. It was the one that you gave us with that fucking Red Rose tequila shit, the strawberry tequila.
Oh, that might have been opened at an earlier date.
That set me sideways. And then the 13 alcohol Voorhees shot. So
yeah.
I would have to go with the Voorhees shot.
Yeah, that by far was...
So we had 2 of the same ones.
Yeah, I think the Shibby shot and the 13 shot fucked us up the worst.
Yeah, that's true.
Out of all the shots we've ever done.
So when I say top, it's just most memorable.
Right.
But the fucking Krampus, gut Krampus, is the bomb. It's a Boilermaker /
That's probably the best, one of the best shots we've ever taken.
Yeah, and I don't even...
Or Boilermaker.
So we're going to have to do it again.
Oh, yeah, dude, I will come back for this Christmas episode. You know, I've already bought Christmas Evil. That is by far on the top of one of my favorite
that is
Christmas,
a really good Christmas
like, horror movies.
Me too, man.
That is like Taxi Driver. And dude, it's just if you guys haven't seen this movie or listened to that episode, go back and listen to it, and then watch Christmas Evil, because this movie, I'm telling you, is amazing.
Yeah, it is. It is a really good Christmas movie. I mean, there's a lot that I like, but what were the top 3 episodes that you enjoyed the most?
Well,
did you actually think about this one?
I did. I really did think about this one.
All right,
and some of my favorite, like, okay, my number 1 has to be Friday the 13th. Even though I was absinthe for most of this. Or absinthe.
Wow, you get a little fucked up over there?
It's that Sambuc, dude.
Yeah, it's because it's part absinthe.
Right. But, yeah, the Friday the 13th episode was probably one of my favorite episodes, just because the subject matter and the love that we put into it.
That was a big episode.
It was just a big episode. And
we did a skit for that episode.
That fucking was hilarious.
We did a skit for the episode in the very beginning. We had an interview for that. We watched 12 fucking movies.
Right. And Wes Keltner, I mean, is this a cherry on that episode?
We did the Red Dot shot and the Voorhees shot that episode. The Red Dot shot was nasty.
You loved it, dude.
That was nasty too.
You didn't like it because they had a full cherry in it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was actually tasty.
Yeah, because I think it hit the back of my throat and I wanted to, like, gag or something. I don't remember. So you got the Friday the 13th episode.
And my second favorite episode was the Demons, which was my first episode.
Your first episode, yeah.
And you guys were just so welcoming, and it flowed like regular. Like it was nothing. It made me feel like, dude, I want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
It is amazing.
It is, and it still is.
It's
and my final episode would have to be your birthday bash.
Really?
To have
Mike Saga
here, and just to see like the progression of how loud he gets after how many drinks he's had.
Right.
It's like every drink is another notch on the volume knob.
Okay. Yeah.
What the reason?
Yeah, he has like, it's like either have Mike at a 0 or a 50.
Yeah, it depends on how drunk he is. He is a DJ, so I understand his hearing's probably shit.
He's deaf as shit.
Right.
Yo, that shit's deaf.
That's deaf, yo. What were yours?
Okay, well, my favorites were, I think the most care and time has to be the Friday the 13th episode for me as well.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably one of the hardest tasks any week we've ever done.
But you went even further than than me and Mike. You went to the point of watching a 3-hour documentary
and a 6-hour
and a 6-hour documentary.
Yeah. And
this man
behind this, like the commentaries on some of them. Like
Alex, he puts his fucking heart into this show.
I try to. I mean, I can't do it perfect every time, but I definitely put an attempt at. It's because I don't want to sound like a fucking idiot.
Right.
And that's why I never say anything for sure, but this is what I've heard from the person's mouth.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that was probably like 50 hours that week. I'm not joking.
It was long.
I
remember I came over
hours.
like 2 times that week just to watch the movie with you guys.
That shit was crazy, man.
It was.
And I remember we were kind of at each other's throats a little bit because I was all about it. I was like, we committed to this. We have to fucking do it. We're not cutting corners. We're fucking doing this. You guys are coming over and we're going to watch the rest of these fucking movies. We're going to fucking do it.
I think we ended up, I think we still maybe cut a corner or 2 on that episode, but it was
I think there was one movie that all of us didn't see.
Right.
And Mike, I think, had 2 movies that he didn't watch all the way through.
Right.
I think that's what it was. Another episode that I really like granted, guys, like, I love all our episodes. These are all of our babies. And every guest that we've had on, by the way, has been...
Dude.
I don't think we've ever had a bad interview.
Right. And I would want to say probably some of my favorite interviews.
Well, wait, hold on. Let me finish my top 3, bro.
All right. Well, no, you know what? Fuck your top 3, dog.
Let me finish. One of my top is I would have to go with the Tony Burgess episode.
Yeah.
Because doing that interview with him in particular was it was just flowed so naturally.
Yeah.
We got to talking. I mean, I felt like he was a friend, like, as well. Like, not that most of the people we've interviewed, I feel like I could just call my friend, you know.
Right.
But like, it just felt like very natural, and he's a very eccentric individual. There was a lot of I don't even think I didn't write too many questions down. Like, I just went with it.
Right.
And that because of that, I really love that episode.
Yeah.
Because I'm a huge fan of Pontypool. So, and hearing it from the man who actually wrote the idea was just insanely amazing to me.
You know, can I backtrack a little bit?
No, I have to finish mine.
I thought that was your third.
No, it's my second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Friday the 13th episode and the Pontypool episode with Tony Burgess. And then, I mean, the birthday episode was a lot of fun. It was totally all over the place, though. Oh, man. There was 2 I was having trouble with. One of them is, I think it was the Tiny Terrors episode with me and Mike.
Okay.
That I had never laughed that hard before, like, because Mike was puking in the so I have to give to that one a little bit, but I do like the birthday one as well.
Right.
So that's tough. But what about you? What's one of your favorite interviews? Just one.
Don Thacker.
Yeah, you had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I think Don Thacker, he's a down-to-earth dude. He has a lot of the same interests as both of us.
Right.
He's just...
high energy.
The high energy, yeah, for sure. And just I want to say that's probably one of my favorite grave plots as well.
Oh, that was a fun one.
Mr. Meat Pants.
Well, but don't get into that because we have that one as one of our... oh, no, you don't have that. But we can figure it out.
Right. But I'm just going to say that right now. As far as favorite grave plots and episode interview...
Right, the story
Don Thacker and his grave plots that we did together was amazing.
Okay.
What was one of your favorite grave plots?
My favorite grave plots, there's quite a few. Fuck, why didn't I write this down?
Beyond and Beneath.
Beyond and Beneath was one of my favorites. And I remember that
because I did
Now, these aren't in order, by the way.
Right.
But Beyond and Beneath was one of them. It was about a kid who goes on a fucking one of those spook house rides.
Right.
He goes into this, he drops down in a tunnel, sees a skeleton next to him who's laughing and talking to him in a fun, jovial way because it was for our...
Not meant for kids.
It was
meant for kids.
Intended for kids.
Intended for kids.
Yes. Which was horror movies that were intended for kids.
Right.
But that grave plots was fucking awesome.
It was pretty fun.
I just loved the depth to it. It essentially, the whole story was about a kid going and meeting these monsters, and every monster he met was an embodiment of himself
in a period of his life
because he was dying.
Right.
So his memory of him as a child kind of came back in all the memories, and this is how he lived out his memories. It was the last thought he had essentially when he was dying.
Right.
And it was so deep. And that was with Derek.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's so funny you mentioned because like you didn't put that on the list of your top favorite things, but like automatically I was thinking my grave plots. That was my number 2.
Yeah, that one really stuck with me. Another one that I really loved is the one that we did, which was the wedding night.
The wedding night was great.
Dude, that was fucking phenomenal. If I were to make a movie, that would be my choice because it's a easier, lower budget choice,
right?
That we could make good,
and it's fun,
right?
That, and I would say probably after that because those are all my favorite too.
Sure,
those just flowed well and the story was solid. But the canvas. I really enjoyed the canvas. It really reminded me of like something like from Seven.
Okay.
Like I'd really like to see that.
I'm having troubles on the third one for me, man. Trying to think of some ones. I mean, there was some ones we really struggled.
But like, what was the one with the mascot?
Oh, that was fun, but that was a bad episode.
Yeah.
That's when everything went to shit.
Yeah.
And we won't explain why. Sorry, guys.
What was the one that we did with the...
Great Plot guys?
Yeah.
That was a good one, too.
The Ploppies.
Yeah, the Ploppies. I like that one with the Grave Plot guys. If you guys don't know who they are, it's the Grave Plot podcast who tried to steal our segment name. Give them a shout out to those assholes. No, but check them out if you can. I'll put a link down below. The Cosmic Monster.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Like it's like I think that was a really good one. Old Folks Home was pretty fun too. About the satanic cheerleader, the satanic Old Folks Home, where the bingo card was the...
That was the birthday bash episode.
Right.
Yeah. What about... damn it, I just forgot it. Oh, fuck.
Labyrinth Man was pretty cool, too. Remember the Labyrinth Man, where he had, like, all the doors and everything, and he was like... It was like portals and shit?
Yeah, right. What was that other one, though?
Slaughtery? That was a good one, too. That was a birthday one.
That was a birthday one.
Can you tell me what it was about?
No. Yeah. I got it now. It was the Fanboy.
Oh, yeah.
It's
the weeaboo guy.
Right. It would have been a fun story to watch.
I think that's a good independent film it could have been.
Right.
But yeah, if you guys don't know what Grey Plats are, we have a whole like shitload of fucking made up movies that we made in our episodes. And I gotta fix that on our website because it cuts off like however many below it.
Oh, really?
So I gotta figure out how to do the extra page thing because I've taught this all to myself. So I've been doing the entire page, all the pages by myself.
Oh, shit.
Well, how about we move on to some of the funniest moments. Do you have any the funniest moments?
Okay, top of the charts, of course, is probably going to be yours as well.
Okay.
Well, let's just try to do this mind melt.
Okay, well, no, tell me.
No, just try to guess. What do you think it is?
Mike throwing up. That was a pretty funny one.
I wasn't there for that episode.
Yeah.
Something that I was here for.
You got to just tell me, man.
It was when Mike passed out into his mic.
Oh.
Like, that was just like...
You just, guys, like, here's what it sounded like. We were talking, and then we just looked at him, and it was just like... And that was Mike's head, like, bouncing against the mic. Oh, man. I still think Mike throwing up was a funny one, too.
If I was here for that one, that would have been on probably...
Dude, I lost it, man. And everybody that listened to it was losing it. I got so many people hitting us up about that episode.
Oh, really?
That was the Tiny Terrors episode.
Let's see. Oh, I can't remember the name of the shot, but it had a pickleback to it.
Oh, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Where we were all feeding each other pickles.
I can't remember who it was, but she won the contest.
Right.
Because we did the pickleback, and she was like, yeah, it was just supposed to be juice, not a full pickle. We have a full video up of this, guys, it's called a wreath around.
That's what it was.
And we actually did it live in the studio where we administered a shot to someone from behind. Well, so we would help them drink it.
And then feed them a pickle.
And then feed them a pickle from behind. Which was really weird.
It was
extremely. Fun. But we had so much fun. That was really funny. You know what it was? One of my other ones? It was for my birthday. So this is why this is a tough one. For my birthday episode, Alex's big birthday brain bash, whatever it was, Saga said something about fucking Tim Curry.
Oh, dude.
In that episode, and I had tears rolling down.
We had to stop recording for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we were laughing really hard.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That was pretty good.
It was really bad dark humor, guys, but totally inappropriate.
Oh, yeah.
But it was fucking hilarious. He didn't go. He was like, I don't give a fuck. You remember that shit?
Yeah, he's like, I'm minding my sock. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Oh, man. I think my other favorite moment or funniest moment would be when we all came over and we had Mike do the reaction video to Two Girls, One Cup.
Oh, yeah, that was fucking had me rolling.
When he was eating the fucking dip
Yeah, he
cone.
didn't care at all. I was like, you a sociopath or something. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
It was brilliant.
Okay, so let's do a 3 stressful episodes, and then we'll get into the mushy stuff.
This is one thing that I didn't do out of your list, just because, like...
You don't like bringing it up.
Not only that I don't like bringing it up...
I like to make it aware that it exists.
Right.
Only because it's like, guys, when you're doing something that, like, I get extremely passionate, and, like, behind the scenes, like, I am kind of a hard ass about everything that we do.
Right.
Like, I am like...
And rightfully so.
I'm like, you cannot cut corners. You do not make anything up. If you don't know, I'll cut it out. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to know your stuff. You can't cheat. You got to do all of this because if you don't respect the fucking listeners, the listeners will not respect you. But, so I'm like a hard ass about it. Like, I really am.
For sure. And rightfully so.
I'm not trying to, jerk my own cock here.
Right.
But
we're just trying to... He's just trying to give you guys the best fucking show possible.
But if it wasn't for those stressful moments and all those great moments that we just talked about, I don't know if I mean, it takes all of that. You're never going to have... It's not going to be perfect. Like, anything that you do that you are passionate about and you love is going to cause you blood, sweat, and tears. That's why they say that.
But if I would have to pick one, and the first one to come to my mind...
The hardest one, you mean?
The hardest one we've done. Well, maybe not the hardest one we did, but maybe the one that caused the most stress.
Right.
Was the episode
with
that we did, the grave plots for...
Mascot, Killer Mascot.
Killer Mascot, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy...
It was like smashing my head against a brick wall.
And it ended up being an okay episode.
Yeah, it was an okay... It was really good. And I'm glad that it was good because all that, stress and fucking blood that we poured into it paid off, I guess.
That was a tough one, guys. Like, you may not know it on the listening end, but it was a tough one.
Yeah.
So, but we had a hard time because it's hard, sometimes you gotta always be on, and you gotta be in your best mood. But when you're doing this for like 4 hours straight, you get tired.
Yep.
Like, you get fucking tired. So, but I'm going to end it on a better note than that.
So we're both in agreement. That's probably the stressfulest episode we ever did.
And I just want to take this opportunity to kind of give a shout out to a few people, and I hope I don't forget because I didn't write this down because I didn't want to make too much of a big deal about it being our year anniversary. It's a big deal to me, but I just didn't. It's kind of like it's Halloween night and you're like so excited for Halloween, but you don't get dressed up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to explain that. It's like it's so much anticipation that you don't want to think about it. It's like it's too much that you don't want to fuck up, so you don't fucking do anything properly, I guess.
I'm going to take a drink of this Mickey's, by the way.
But I want to say this, like, there are a few people who I have been through a lot of the problems that have happened with the show behind the scenes and everything. And one of those people, I mean, obviously is Christina. She is way more a part of this show than I think anybody realizes. She is the reason that I don't quit. Like, and I'm not just trying to say that. Like, she really is. I've never been with anybody in my entire life who has ever pushed me to be good at something that I love.
She is so good for you,
She
dude.
is so good for me. And like I'm like a emotional wreck sometimes, because I get so wrapped up in wanting to be so passionate that it's like this unbridled passion. And she like levels me out, and she's just like, she tries to keep me on track. Like, every time I want to quit, she's like, "No, you're not quitting. I don't give a shit." And then she like comes up with a really cool idea behind the scenes, and then like we do it, and then it just like it revitalizes me.
Right.
So I have to give a big shout out to Christina. I know she's my girlfriend, but guys, if you enjoy this show, she is a huge reason why it exists on my end. So otherwise, I probably would have quit. Also, I mean, aside, and I'm going to get into everybody else that's been on the show too, but obviously another person that has always been there for me, almost as much as Christina, no joke, has been Kyle from the Laughing Horror Podcast. Me and him have bonded so much over this. Like, we literally talk every single day. We make jokes, we bitch, I call him like my boyfriend almost because like he doesn't get any sex. So the only difference between me and him, but he hears all the bullshit that I get frustrated with.
Right.
And he takes it in. He doesn't take it like, he doesn't pick a side or anything. He just listens and like gives me some input. And so thank you, Kyle, for fucking being such an awesome friend. There is so many other fucking people that I could probably thank right now. Obviously my co-hosts that I've been working with, like Patrick, like you went from, I don't know what I'm doing, to like feeling totally comfortable.
Right.
Like you became another person, dude. And then right as you were nailing it, like every week, you're like, I gotta go, man. I was like, motherfucker.
Like I told you before, if especially if my work is continuing the way it is right now with fucking me around, I wouldn't have a problem coming back. But if I'm welcome back, then I'll be back.
Well, you're always welcome to come back, dude. The door's open for Mike too. I wish you would have made it.
I really do too. I'm sorry, but you're a cool dude. Just show up, dog, and fucking participate,
and
please.
Big props to him though. He was the reason that this podcast started.
Right.
It was his idea. He whispered it in my ear through Facebook. Was like, "Hey, yo, I'm thinking about doing this. Would you want to do something like that?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't got time for that." Like, that was my first thought. And I was like, yeah, I don't got time for that shit. I was like, I got, I was like a depressed mess sort of anyway.
Right.
So I was like, I just didn't want to be a part of anything. And then I was like, well, you know what? I love horror. I've done game streaming. I've done the band thing. I was like, what if I try this? So mad love and respect to you, Mike, for fucking helping me out. Patrick, obviously, coming through and just like picking up the pieces. Like, you totally took on to it. I tried to make you more passionate than I think I was able to.
There's only so much I can do.
Well, right. And it's like, this is like my baby. So it's like, you're like, I didn't birth this child, dude. So, I love your kid and all, but like, can you just chill the fuck out a little bit?
Just strap a helmet on that motherfucker, okay?
Just start hitting it in the face. Beating it around the belly.
But no, I'm very pleased to be a part of this. I'm glad that you accepted me. I'm glad that it's become as, well, I won't want to say big as it is, but I'm glad that it's moving forward.
Oh, it's like it reminds me of what fucking Chevy Chase said in fucking the National Lampoon's Vacation.
which line?
It's like, this is a quest. You're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna be singing Zippity Doo Dah to your fucking assholes. You all right, Dad? Don't touch. So it's like now now I can't give up in a way. Like, I feel like if I quit, I've let the terrorists win.
The terrorists win, dog. We can't let that happen. This is America.
Right. But I don't know, man. Like, it's just been a very up and down thing, and I don't know. I've grown very fond of doing this. It's almost like my lease on life. Like, I've been doing this more than music, which is strange because I would write music every fucking day.
I'm going to chime in real quick.
All right, yeah.
I'm flocking his dick, but I'm serious. I enjoy what this man does with music. I wish there would be more of it.
Oh, there is. I got stuff. I've been working on a song recently. I'll let you hear it when we're done.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, somebody else has started up a synthwave project. Was like, let me on that, dog.
Yeah,
I was like, let me on that DAWG.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I went back to the 90s. I punched myself in the face and came back. And I was like, boom, I'm doing the 80s now.
I'm telling you got an ear for it, dude. You really do.
I don't know. I think it's like a challenge.
Right.
So I just try to do it like the best that I can. And then like I sang on this track for my friend who wrote this pretty decent song, man. Like, it's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just did improv. And I sent it to him, and I wasn't happy with it. And I could tell he was like, "Oh yeah, it's good, whatever." Like, yeah, nice little Alex. Yeah, you're a good boy. Go get a treat. And I was like, "Fuck you." Like, so I was like, he's like, "I like everything. I just don't like whatever you did with the chorus." And I was like, "Okay." So I spent 3 more hours practicing and singing the chorus, and I came up with something that was even better than the originally. And then I sent it to him, and he was like, "Oh, I'm playing a game. I'll get to it. Yeah, whatever." And I was like anxiously waiting, and then he heard it, and he was like, "Damn, dude!" Like, he was like, "This is really good." Like,
really?
Yeah, he was really excited about it. He was like, "I'm so excited right now." And I was like, "Really? You like it that much?" And he was like, "Yeah." So, but yeah, I love music. I'm not giving it up. It's just this takes up a lot of my time, guys.
I know. It's kind of like music's in the backseat. It totally is.
I got shit spinning. I'm just not doing the band thing so much. Right. You know what I mean? Like, the band thing was like every day too.
Right. Well, this is what I'm saying. I think you just need to put an EP together, 6, 7 tracks, and pump it out.
Right. Just keep doing it until I do something good.
The shit that you have so far in your catalog, dude.
But anyway, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Like, I'm still doing music. I'm still not done with it, and I'm singing a lot more. And when you hear this song, I think you might like it.
Do not put lyrics to for what it's worth.
Oh, I'm putting lyrics to it.
No. Yeah. I love that beat so much, dude. I just want to jam out to the beat. I just want to fucking just put it on blast, dude.
Anyway, guys, back to the podcast.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
It's the podcast show, remember?
We digress.
Brittany's now on, and it's really cool that she stepped up and is trying to take a part of it. You know, it's like a whole new thing, and we're trying to push it. So I'm really thankful that she's around. There's a lot of people that have shared our stuff. There's Don't Go Down That Road podcast. There's the Buzzkill podcast. Even Exploding Heads podcast.
Last House on the Left. Wait, no, is it Last Podcast on the Left?
No, they don't know anybody. They don't know us.
Oh, they don't? I thought I see share our shit.
No, there's Cinephiles. We got JNT Time. We got Terrible Terror podcast. I'm gonna miss somebody here, guys. I'm sorry. Vincent Price's Laugh. These are all people who have like constantly shared and supported what we do. Also, Promote Horror on Twitter has been nothing but super awesome to us. I try to retweet their stuff all the time. Everyone that's listening,
right?
Last but not least, obviously, anybody that's ever been listening, thank you guys so much for helping us get to this episode. Because honestly, like, we really love that you will contact us and write us. Like, you know, Esmeralda does, Natasha, like there's so many people that hit us up, like,
right.
And we even started that Do You Love Horror group, and a lot of them are in there, and like we get to mingle a little bit, so it's nice. So I'm really thankful that you guys have been listening, because it is an uphill and downhill battle like all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really hard on myself.
Like sometimes we're trying to push that shit ball back up the hill.
Right.
And you kind of like sink into it and roll back down.
Right. It's like, I don't know. If it just doesn't flow right, I get pissed. If it doesn't, if I didn't like sound good enough, I get pissed. I get like, you know, it's like I'm always trying to push myself, you know, and others. Right. So it gets it's hard to wrangle.
You definitely made me the podcaster I am today. I'll say that.
Yeah, well, yeah, you'd never done it before.
Right.
Patrick doesn't even like talking to people.
I don't. I'm a very to myself kind of person. Like, I'm a fucking hermit. Dude, really. Like, I don't even like going outside unless it's raining. Let's talk about some of our favorite movies that we talked about.
Oh, what
over this
okay,
list.
well, you go ahead. Start it off. Get my brain working, because I wasn't thinking about it.
All right. So probably I'm going to stop with one of my favorite movies that we ever talked about. Your favorite movie as well, which was probably one of my favorite episodes as well, was the Dead Alive, or Brain Dead.
Which was the birthday?
Yeah, it was
episode?
Your birthday Brain Bash.
Why? Oh, so that's one of your favorite movies to talk about?
That we talked about was Dead Alive. Was definitely Dead Alive. Has to be.
It's hard for me to pick because of how much time and research I put into movies that some of them really didn't have a lot of research that you could find even.
Right.
And it was really tough to find shit about it. I mean, I love Brain Dead. That's like probably my favorite movie of all time.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Just because of my humor and my dark sense of humor and everything.
It would have to go, for me anyways, it'd be like The Thing, Brain Dead.
Okay.
And then possibly Freddy.
Well, so, are these movies that you were like, oh, I didn't know that? That's why I like this?
No, these are just movies that I enjoyed having a conversation about it with other people.
That we were passionate about.
That we were just passionate about, right.
I don't know. It's like it's hard for me to pick those, man.
You're the one that put them in the list.
I know, and I thought about it, but I've been doing a lot of stuff, dude.
Well, then we'll just go down my list, and you can just piggyback. Since I've been piggybacking off you all this time, you know, riding those little coattails.
Whatever.
You can just ride my coattails for a little bit.
Coattails.
Whee! All right. But another one of my favorite movies that we talked about here, not only one of my favorite movies, but like I'd never seen it before I started doing this podcast, and it turned me on to it, and it really it stuck with me.
Which one?
Suspiria.
Oh, yeah. You know, I got that on Blu-ray.
Did you get the special edition?
Well, it's a one from Japan.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so you had never seen that before then?
No, I had never seen Suspiria before we did a show about it.
Well, that was one of the things I tried to do when you guys were with us. I was like...
You had like demons, like my first episode.
Yeah, I wanted to try to introduce you guys into movies that you hadn't seen.
Right.
You know, like sometimes I took one for the team because I wanted you... I was so excited to show you this world. I can show you
the world.
Yeah, I see. It's hard for me. I don't even like picking my top favorite movies.
These are just movies that we've seen, and maybe movies that impacted me that I've never seen before. That were just very unique, very
new movies that surprised you, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
And Brain Dead wasn't one of those.
Yeah,
I saw that when I was a kid. But Suspiria was.
Invitation.
The Invitation was another one of those movies that you turned me on to. That was just phenomenal. phenomenal. And that director, oh geez, dude.
Karen Kusama?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think probably I've mentioned this before, but it is one of my favorite movies that I've been introduced to, and probably going to be a part of my yearly watch would be Christmas Evil.
Oh yeah. That was a big
so
one.
good.
That's one of my favorite ones too. I don't know, it's something about the movie that I think some people it misses a lot of people.
Right.
But there's something simplistic and kind of like beautiful about it. Like
it is.
The balance between the good and the like touching, heartfelt, and the evil and the crazy.
Right.
It is just a weird dichotomy.
But it was just one of those movies that, like I said, it had that fucking, I've said this before, but it really just had that Taxi Driver feel to it.
Sure.
And it just felt like an art film.
I still need to buy that on Blu-ray. Hopefully it's still
Me too.
available.
Yeah, I last time I checked was after we did the episode.
Right,
I was like, I'll wait because
like
Christmas is coming.
ago.
Right. I was like, I'll wait.
Damn, dude, that was 8 months ago?
Yeah.
So you've been with us longer than 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
You've been since 9?
Yeah, about 9.
9 months. Wow.
Yeah. I still love it. I don't know.
It was a long time, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of your life. How many
What are you
hours?
going to do for the next Christmas episode? We watch out the good
I will
ones
figure
already.
that out later.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, I don't want to run this over. We got Brittany waiting in the other room. She had to go to a big dinner for her work. So we recorded without her for this part. And then we're going to jump into our flesh and potatoes this Thursday. So we're going to be recording for that now. Definitely want to say thank you guys for listening. Honestly, I know I'm being mushy and all this other stuff, but it really means the fucking world to me and everyone that's worked on this cast that you guys listen. We're not doing this for some sort of ego jerk-off thing.
Right.
My goal is to have fun, laugh, learn new movies, and kind of indulge in horror genre that we do. We do this because we just love horror.
Yeah.
Honestly, we really do.
And movies in general.
We do this because, I love the fact that I can help someone find a new movie that maybe they haven't seen. I love finding new movies myself.
Right.
These shows push me to research and do stuff that I would never do on my own. So it's kind of interesting. It's in one respect, it kind of makes it feel like a job, but in another respect, it's I find out so much
right.
and learn so much about the genre that we like. So, but anyway, I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm running on and on and on, guys. I'm being all super sappy, but thank you guys for listening. If you're listening now, please share what we got for you this week. And we will be back on Thursday for a brand new episode of a 90s movies of hardware and class of 1999.
Yeah, it's been a fucking amazing trip. I really enjoy you guys' support, and I keep it up. And I hope to hopefully, I'll be coming back here and there, But for now, goodbye, and have a good weekend.
Yeah, we'll see you soon, man.
Yeah, I love you all very much. I don't know you, but
he's touching himself.
Feel my phantom fingers
on his penis.
On my feet. Well, those wouldn't be phantom.
He's using his mind fingers on your penis.
Mm. All right, but no, seriously though, guys, much love and thank you for all the support.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening, and Patrick, thank you for coming on for the anniversary.
Anytime,
man. It wouldn't have been the same, man.
It really wouldn't have.
So thank you.
You're welcome, brother. Anytime.
Right. And, I know we probably forgot some people, but I hope you guys understand. I really do appreciate everyone's support. It means a lot to us, so I hope you can forgive me if I forgot anybody. And with that said, we'll see you guys this Thursday for a brand new episode of Beyond the Void Horror Podcast.
Have a good hump day.
Listening to Beyond the Void Horror Podcast. Tune in this Thursday for part 2 of Mo Robots, Mo Problems.